Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, TPG, IGL, knockouts, fucking get in there. We made it. Now it's all or nothing. Any pre-match thoughts, guys, or should I just piss off and stop distracting you?
No hell, no idea what's happening.
What? Oh, I'll jump out of here anyway.
I have been invited, so I'm gonna invite you. Yep.
Alright.
There you go.
Sweet. Yeah, best of luck. Catch you in a bit. And here we go. So I think I've got a visual here. Hopefully you can see that. So we are Twist Prophecy Gaming here, and we're going to be playing Frikandel United. It's the knockout rounds now. So as you see, if we win this, then we'll go against the winner of these two teams. No, they're going to double check that. That's fair enough. There's already been one knockout round gone through, so Ura are through already. And if we were to win this and then win our next game, we'll be seeing them in the semi-finals. If they also win theirs. So interesting stuff, interesting stuff. Let's get rid of that for now. Perhaps just going for a pee. Fair enough. And you gotta go, you gotta go. But yes, we've had a really good run so far. Even the games, even the series, sorry, we've lost. We've had really good showings. You know, we haven't been absolutely smashed on any of them. I believe this might have been the team we faced very first. Let's have a quick look, see if I can find it. Oh no, I did lose the recording to that one. But we had lots of lag issues, if I remember right. If this is that team, we looked really good for it, but we had connection issues and stuff. So I think we even lost a player for one of the games in the series. So it'd be interesting because we haven't really had a proper series with these yet. If that was the one that I think it was, just because of the difficulties. You know, I say proper. It's just, you know, with both teams on at least decent connection form. Bard. I swear I recognise the name Bard. I think, yeah. I kind of recognise these. Let's see who the other players are when we get in there. Freshen up on the team names. All giant spectate. I'm last one in because I'm PlayStation, as always. Press circle to get that up and let's watch the bloody game, eh? So here they got Bard, they got Stooge. That's all one. I'm straight in now. I was just trying to look at the player names and Pav's in with an early goal. Let's have a look at that one. Just straight up follows it. Does he get the double tap? He does, and I'm glad I watched that replay. Beautiful goal there from Pav, straight on you, getting straight in there. And then we will try and learn the other team's names. So you got Sten AP there. Shift's getting really ball up. Stoogeless is going to knock it into the middle, quite dangerously actually from his own goal. Jingo's going to be up, but Sten manages to get the ball up and he places it nicely towards Bard actually. He manages to keep his attack alive and it's still looking dangerous. Shift has gone up, just beats Sten, who was going up for the shot by the looks of it. Stoogeless is going to knock it back up, and after TPG got the early goal, the blue team Frikandel are getting into the game a little bit here. With TPG still knocking it into the blue half. I'm just going to follow that up. Shift will be there, and my controller just fell onto the floor. With all the excitement, it's vibrating like mad. Oh, good attack there. Jingo almost sneaked into the bottom left hand corner. Bard's going to centre it. Shift's gone up early. Oh, nice. Shift again, almost popping that in. Good defense there from the blue team. Frikandel. Sten's going to try and get it upfield. Jingo's there for the save. It's still a little bit dangerous, but Pav's managed to sweep in, knock it into their own corner to stop the shot on goal. Shift's going to get a decent 50 to 1 sometimes. Shift's followed up. Back pass there from Stooges. It looked like a decent idea. It doesn't look like it's quite worked out from them. Shift's going to leave it for Jingo. He's picked it up on the catch. It's a bit down boost. Left it there for Sten to go up. Pav's going to come off the back. He's really good at getting the distance off the back there and getting those crucial clears. Bard's not getting to the middle, but Shift's the one there for it. He's going to smash down into the top corner. But I'm not even sure it's the top corner, but it doesn't matter because he got the power on that. Let's move my control all the way this way, but yes, lovely shot there from Shift. And I don't want to piss the people off too much by watching all the replay. It's just enough so we can see the contact on the ball there at least, I think. It was a really good contact. And Jingo almost getting a goal straight after kick-off, and it would have been a goal apiece for the TPG players there, and Jingo will feel hard done by not getting it. Pav coming in, Jingo now knocking it back into the middle. I think the other TPG players have rolled back on rotation, a bit of a reset here. Hopefully Pav and Shift don't get caught together. Looks like they're split up a little bit here. Jingo's going to go up and get the hit though, and that should roll all the way into goal, and Frikandel will be disappointed with the double commit there. It looked like from Bard and Sten. Maybe Bard should have been rotating round, or maybe he'll argue that Sten should have stayed back there. It's a matter of opinion a lot of the time. Rather than attack one way or the other. Really good 50 there from Shift. Keep the ball in the Frikandel's half. Bard's going to come in now, try and get rid of the danger, but it looks like Jingo might get it. Bard did really well there, but Shift's going to come in and cut that out before it gets too dangerous. Stays in for the 50 as well. So the ball does go up nicely. Stooges couldn't capitalise how he might have hoped to in that occasion. Bard's going to get a nice touch there. Keep the pressure on. He's picked up the back row boost of the TPG team, but are they going to get caught in the counter again? Stooges does really well to keep his head there. He could have very easily owned gold it if he just lost his ball. And he's got very unusual card choice as well. Also, Stooges got a little bit of time. He gets a decent hit off the wall. Pav should get that, and he gets it really nice actually. There's a little bit of a pre-flip to get the angle on the counter attack, and there's a bit of passing play from Shift. Potentially would have wanted to get a little bit of a better shot off. Left himself 0 boost though, and he's vulnerable at the back now, and here we go. Frikandel managed to get a goal back with a minute and 40 to go, and it was a nice pass up by Bard there. A bit of a double commit in defence by TPG, and Frikandel making the most of that opportunity and taking the goal. Oh, a bit of a demo there. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Sten was turtling a little bit. Sorry, just having a bit of technical difficulties there. Last visual. But the boys are keeping it up by the look of it. Trying to look like he was going for a bit of a poacher role in the TPG goal there. Being 2 goals down at this point, we need to try some different things to get them goals back. You've not got much to lose, apart from maybe your pride, but your pride isn't worth any points in this best of 5 knockout. You need them goals and you need them wins. He's knocked it down dangerously. Good save there from Sten after a couldn't even see which TPG player was that got the shot off because he was so fast. Dingo gets some nice balls into the middle. She couldn't quite get onto it from the angle he was at. But he gets some nice backwards pinch there with Pav. It was very dangerous, but it seemed to work out apart from the good counter, and Stu is going to go up. Looks dangerous, but TPG managed to get out of that situation relatively safely in the end. Ball coming to the middle. Stu has gone up a little bit panicky, but no one pressed from TPG. And now they've managed to capitalise on the second ball. Shift's going to knock it in. Pav's going to clear that because it's a little bit dangerous from the middle. Dingo's gone on. It's really wild there, and the ball hits the floor, and TPG take the first of this best of 5 knockouts. Yeah, really good first game from the boys there. If we can keep that up, we'll look very good for it. Ready up. Hopefully someone saves the replay because you have to upload them afterwards, and I'm on console, so if I save it, it doesn't really matter because I can't upload it to the website anyway. Last time we had to do it manually. It was a bit of a pain. Luckily, we've got this stream which I've got set to record, so we can look back and get all the stats. Hey up, Shane. Nice to see ya. Giving some support. I am yet to join. I'm an idiot. Jumping spectate, get rid of the bottom cam, and we're back in. Let's get a good hit at the back. Jingo's going to knock it upfield. Controller vibrating like crazy again. All the excitement. Then gets a good hit back towards. Who was that? Sten again? I must have missed a play there. That's gone off. You look like he got up fast, but Stooges was there to meet him. And that's Frikandel getting the first goal of the second game of the best of 5. So after losing the first game of the series, they're coming strong here with some good attack and some very fast plays there. See how this kickoff goes. If Jingo can get to that, it's TPG's, but Bard got to it, so it's their kickoff, and it's very dangerous. Shift managing to get around and stop that from getting to the goal, and all it would have took was a little trickle. Jingo took his time there, and and it just went into the goal. He took his time, made sure he had the accuracy on that shot. And but then he worried me for a second though. It looked like it was always going in when you revisit on the replay. Good kick off there from Pav. Jingo's coming round for it. Gonna pick up the 100 boost as well, follow it up. Doesn't quite get there, but shifts in position to take control. He's gonna have to 50 it with Bard there. Look dangerous. Pav managed to close down the angles well though. Jingo's back around into ball. He might have to knock it up towards Shift. Just didn't have the right angle. It looked like he might have got a little touch though, and helps that become difficult for Sten, who was in the defense. Stooge is knocking it up. Sten again. He's been very active in this series actually. Sten, I've been noticing I've been saying his name a lot. At least, so he's been involved. Oh, very nice attempt there from TPG. Shift almost getting the goal. Jingo does really well to keep it active, and he might. He's looking at it. He's waiting for the right time. Jingo, we can see from his earlier goal as well. He's a calculated player. He won't just jump in if there's a better opportunity to be had. Having a bit of a fake there, almost working out after a nice ball up. I think it was from Jingo. Keeps you looking a bit clustered in that back left-hand corner. Need to make sure they're all still in position here. As we see Shift and Pav go for a bit of a double commit. Shift getting the bump though, frees a bit of space for Pav to knock it back up to Shift. He's knocked it back into the middle. He's a little bit behind Pav, and I think Jingo was a little bit sensitive to go for it with Pav in that position, which is fair enough. So a little bit of all or nothing play there, and a good counter attack from Frikandel. Very nice hit there from Pav. Gets a good angle on his pass, knock it into a dangerous area. I think Jingo's going to come up and follow it. Almost gets into middle. Bard on a really good place down. 15. Stooges gets a hit. Just beats Jingo to the ball there, but have to keep it in Frikandale's half. It's been for a while now, and just to say that it does go into TPGs, but it looks like Jingo and Pav have got the control between them here. It's back into Frikandale's half again, but Bard manages to knock it a big hit, even though I thought there would have been some TPG pressure. Shift manages to get a very calculated save, leading him onto a counter attack. There's decent hit under the ball there, and it gets some difficult positions for the blue team, but they managed to keep on top of it and clear it yet again. So it is TPG that seems to be mounting the attacks at the minute, but Frikandel having all the answers anyway. Oh, and a lovely goal there from Shift. And sorry, I was just checking the Twitch chat there at the wrong time, so we're going to watch that replay. Oh yes, and a fake crossover from Power, leaving Shift to go there while sending the defender dizzy. We get the equaliser here. And yes, so for anyone watching, this is knockouts of IGL, the first game of the knockouts. And we have won the first game of the series of this best of 5. And this is the second game at the minute. Now, we had a really good first game. We've actually had a good showing in this one as well. It looks like Frikandel, who are TPG's opponents here, have got into their groove a little bit and are proving a lot more difficult than the first game. But with the pace like that, as you can see, Jingo into Shift. Oh, I thought I was in then. Sorry, I went a bit dazed and pace by that one. It was a lovely hit up from the Frikandel players, and they managed to capitalise on the confusion. And yeah, you can see Shift and Jingo hitting into each other there and almost ending up in a Rule 1 to get that go-ahead goal again to bring them 3-2. And there's only 50 seconds left to go, so I'm hoping they can hold out here to bring this best of 5 into a best of 3, while TPG will want to be trying to double their lead rather than nullify it in this last 45 seconds. Jingo keeping the pressure on. I've knocking it down. I just want to get a decent hit up. Jingo going for the disruption play. Get the hit. Oh, and it looked like it would have been a nice pass on to Jingo. Shift followed it up anyway though, and he managed to get a nice hit himself. But because of the earlier confusion, doesn't look like there's a player there to capitalise. I've flanked it towards the blue corner. Jingo's going to follow it up. Oh, it looked like there might have been a chance for a counter attack there by Stooges, but he messes it up and the ball goes towards. Oh, what's going on here? TPG needs to keep the ball up here, and this is their last chance on 0 seconds. It's getting a little bit awkward, but Pav coming in there and they're getting a weird hit. Frikandel just leaving it to go to the ground. They're taking that victory. You can't blame them. As I say, it was sort of double or nothing really. Either TPG going 2 ahead or it going back equal and into a best of 3. So well played by both teams there. Some good goals all around, and we'll see how this progresses. Hey, I'm up. I can turn myself up a little bit. Worried because there is a bit of fuzz on this microphone, so I was just worried about audio quality, but hopefully that's a little bit better now. And it's nice to have you here, Morb, cheering on the boys. I'll remember to join this time. TPG! Oh, lovely ball up from Pav, chipping Stooges on the attack, but it doesn't quite work out this time. Shift's going to come in there and get it. Oh, and he had to get it high to stop the defenders, but it was just that tiny little bit too high, hitting off the bottom of the crossbar. And he'll be gutted with that. Hopefully, the boys can keep it up. And another good attack there from Jingo. And TPG needs to be careful here because they'll be wanting that go-ahead goal after being so close there, but they don't want to lose the call. Well, looking a bit awkward in the corner. Stooges looks like he's going to get the ball out, and he does to Sten, and then Sten onto Bard, and a little bit of a passing play, but it looked like the ball was just a little bit behind on both of them passes. It stopped them from really making too much use of it, but good idea from them. Looks very dangerous there. Jingo missing it on the back and Bard coming in for the rule. It was a difficult one off the backboard. Look at that again, yeah. It's a really good closing down play by Sten to get the attack there. And TPG go 1-0 down here. But I'm sure we've got it. Pav over to Jingo. Looks like Pav and Shift are looking for that back right boost there. I'm not sure who got it, but it seems to work out this time. Pav gets stuck behind Jingo on the rotation, but Jingo's gonna go up, yep, take his time, get it calculated, and Shift's gonna be back for that one. And TPG just figuring the rotations out and getting the game going after going behind on that first one. And yeah, Mub, I'm sure we appreciate any time anyone can give. I know the guys, they've been working really hard. Oh, we can see what a lovely goal there and keeping the speed and the rotation up. Let's have another look at that one. And it was probably not the best clear, but he did get it away from goal. And then Jingo and Shift just keeping the speed up there. And but yeah, sorry, as I was saying, they've been doing us proud under the TPG banner, getting to the knockout so far and just playing really well. So it's good to have the support for them. I'm sure the boys will all appreciate it and they can feel the good vibes coming through. Jingo's going to spin round, knocks it on towards Shift. Bard sniffing that one out there and getting a really good interception. Pav's knocked it off the roof down towards Jingo. He read it really well and had to get there fast, otherwise it would have been very dangerous. Shift should be able to collect this one easily enough. Yeah, he keeps his cool. Gets a decent defensive touch. Pav's going to follow it up. It does block down the angle, so Bard had to knock it wide. Jingo's going to collect this one. I don't know how much boost he's got. He has gone to collect the 100 in the corner, which was fine because both his players rotated behind him. Positioned himself really well here, Jingo, to collect that one. Man, very tense game here after we saw the first two. Each team winning one apiece at this best of 5. And now this third game looking very tight, as neither team wants to give up any ground at the minute. Good hit up by Pav, but he didn't have to boost to follow it up. Yeah, Pav's back. He should be able to... Oh, and he looks like he might have just missed that boost, left himself a little bit awkward. Shift's going to take up that other corner, so Pav's still going to be low back there. He's not going to be able to push that, but Jingo should be positioned well to come up and take it. Instead he does, and he gets a nice hit towards goal. Buy his team some time and keep the Blues working. And Shift gets a really nice shot from that. I don't know who made that save there. I think it was Bard, and it was a lovely save because it was a very powerful and accurate shot into that top corner. Taking on a couple of players, getting blown up in the end, but I weren't sure if that was going to go over or into the back post. The director cam not doing us the best of favours there, leaving us on Pav's exploded body, but have a look at that. Oh, and it does just sneak up into that top corner. It was really nice play from Pav, taking on the, I think it was 2 defenders on his way up there as well. Just making use of some well-timed double jumps to pop the ball over. And again, going up for that one. He doesn't get it, but he forced the defender to make the move and left Shift with some time. He knocks it back to Shift this time. It's a good interception by the defender. Jingo's up there and he manages to turn his car to knock it slightly out of danger, but Bard's there waiting. Stooges getting a good tackle. Jingo's following up quickly though. Bard's going to reposition here. Sten manages to get the save initially. Bard's back in the middle. Knocks it towards Sten. He knocks it back across. They might be able to get a bit of a breakaway here. Frikandel after being under some pressure. Oh, and the vicious counter attack there though. Pav almost getting a goal. Frikandel having to be a bit last ditch again. It might be leaving them difficult on boost. Stu just managed to pick up the 100 there though. And we'll see what Bard's got to be able to move forward here. And he gets a nice first touch. Doesn't seem like he had the confidence to follow it up too fast. A nice shot from Sten there. And was that a bit of a bump play from Stooges? Because it looked like Pav had that save. And then I blinked and It lost its own. Another look at that one. And it looks like if it wasn't a bump in there, it was definitely some aggression, intimidating the TPG defense. And with only 4 seconds to go, it's all leveled up, and this will be after being ahead so long, if TPG don't manage to get this victory, it will do a lot to hurt their mental state, but they do manage to get that goal there. And I was going to say, on the flip side, the Frikandel would be really happy if they managed to take that. But 0-second goal, just scraping the victory there, and another really tight game, and that puts TPG 2-1 ahead in this best of 5. So if we was to win the next game, that would be the series. And Frikandel now having to win 2 on the trot, which is going to be a bit more difficult for them. So they're going to have to keep their heads together and try and stay in this one. I'm always the last to join because I'm on PlayStation. Woo. So they'll probably all be already in getting the countdown by the time our loading screen ends. Let's have a look. Get in, back it out. Game 4 of 5, here we go. As we say, it's currently 2-1 in the series to TPG. TPG won the first game, Frikandel won the second, and then TPG won the third. So it's been back and forth. We'll see if that continues, or if TPG managed to break that trend and get 2 in a row. Let's have a look here. So Jingo knocking it up. How's going to stay on the wall, essentially wait for the touch. Jingo is going to move out, give Pav permission to go, but I think there was a little bit of confusion on whether Jingo was going towards the ball or leaving it there, but managed to survive that. Sieges gets a nice hit with the wall. Pav's waiting for it though. Is Sten going to be able to get that? Yeah, he does, and he knocks it upfield dangerously. Jingo's looked like he was in a good position. At least the defence fought that and bought some time either way. Pav's going to knock it up. Stooges has gone up early for this one. He manages to knock it just over shift. Goes for the dunk on the second. Doesn't quite get there. Jingo manages to get a nice shot off, but Sten well positioned, and despite all the power on the shot, manages to get a nice save. Brown manages to collect it. Sten with a decent 50, but oh, I was going to say Jingo should have been alright with that shift getting a dodgy hit, and Pav getting an even dodgier one, and they won't be happy with that play. But hopefully they can regain some cool. And let's have a look at that. So it was just a weird bounce there, and then a couple of bad hits, I think, from all 3 TPG players. hopefully they can get their heads back there, and and see the light side of that. So we are 2-1 ahead. So obviously if we were behind, that would have been a real mental hit. But as you can see, still got their head together, and that's one thing I think throughout the whole TPG, throughout the whole of the IGL time this team has been together. It's been that mental game, just been able to keep their heads. And even when a very, very unfortunate situation happens, with all 3 players probably all contributing to an own goal, they managed to come back and get that equaliser straight away and just cancel it out, and it'll cancel it out in the mines as well. So you're just getting a good hit. Pav just missing it. Shift won't be able to get up in time, and the lead is regained. So after some very tight and low goal games so far in the series, it's all opening up here. Sten just knocking it the opposite direction that Shift expected and catching him out there. Got a bit of support for Pav in the chat. He did score a really nice goal with the double jumps. Well timed double jump. And that's what I say, it's been good watching these. You can see the different attributes on them. Look, Pav is a very calculated player, and oh, sorry as I'm talking there, Sten manages to, I think it was just a corner bounce catching him out again. And I'm sorry, commentating cursing here, saying Pav's usually the smart player, the calculated one, the one that can time those attacks and be in the right position, and often a safe pair of hands as well. And so it's interesting to see when he scores that it is reflecting that of what we do expect from him. Oh, and some dangerous play in front of Frikandale's goal there. TPG almost managing to get the equaliser again, and it has been a very dangerous game. Shift gets a big hit up. He's going to try and follow that. I don't think he had the boost, but he forced a dodgy clear from Sten. Stooges managed to take it into their corner though. Bard's going to try and take a bit of a counter. Pav and Jingo maybe getting a little bit close to each other there. But Shift should be here to collect it, or Pav on the rotation. Shift should get this hit. Can he knock it in towards Jingo? Is Jingo there for it? It is! And what a lovely goal. And TPG managing to claw another one back. And even though the slipped two behind, managed to put it back into one with 2 minutes. So there's still plenty of time in this series. And again, TPG have less pressure on this game. Because if they win it, they win the series. But at the same time, if they lose it, they've still got another game to go. Even though it will feel bad to have missed the opportunity. What a lovely angle there. Where Frikandel needs this victory just to stay in it. And he's got a bit of time to collect it. Bard's quick on it though. Shift's going to follow it up. Gets a good angle on his car to bounce it off the floor and back up. Can he get it into the middle? Not quite on this occasion, but Jingo's come round for it. Shift's back there again. Good clear from Bard. Nice, just a bit of ping pong buying time from both the teams here. Jingo's going to collect it, maybe try and be a little bit more calculated. He does get a nice pass into Pav, but the interception catches him out. And look, a really good play from TPG there. Bard just sniffing it out, and let's have another look at that one. Yes, you can see it was a decent pass to Pav there, but the defender doing really well, and then turning that defense into attack in one well-placed hit. Oh, Shift getting a good ball in. Bard's going to collect this one, take it off the roof. Shift gets a really nice angle on the save to knock it safely into his own team's corner. Jingo just missing it there, but he sweeps around to make up for it. Shift's going to take over by the looks of it. Oh, unfortunate there. Jingo with the follow-up. Still dangerous. Oh, Sten doing really well just to knock it over the attacker there. Shift going for the demo. He forced Stooges into the jump. Maybe it kept him in a difficult position, but Stooges gets a nice recovery and goes up and gets that save in the end. TPG really trying to get a couple goals here, and with only 20 seconds to go, it's not looking likely at the minute, but if they can at least keep up this attack and maybe get a goal before the buzzer, it will do them well going into the next game with a bit of momentum. So that's what they'll be trying to do here. Frikandel just holding out, and they've done really well holding out since they took that 2-goal lead. Oh, Jingo doing really well to get the bit of dribbles, but they're going to let it drop to the floor, and we've all levelled up in this best of 5, and it's turned into a best of 1. So the next game takes it, and this is the IGL knockouts. And if we get if we got a little bit of time. If we get a second, let's just see if we can throw this up. I don't know how clear it is, but you can see us bottom left up one. Twisted Prophecy versus Frikandel. So these are the brackets at the minute. Whoever wins this next game will be going into round 2. So let me get rid of that. And I'm holding these boys up. We've had a lever here. I'm assuming he's maybe changing his car off or something like that. Or hopefully not connection issues. Here we go. We've got all the players back in, so that's good. Just a quick car change. See here, it's not LAN or anything, so you've got 6 players all with their own internet connections, all trying to connect. We do have some issues sometimes, but gladly everyone seems to be playing well here, and we're getting demos nice and early. I don't think we've had many demos in this series at all. Maybe this last game where it's all to play for, we'll see them start coming out. Be interesting to see how this game starts, because the last game ended with a lot of TPG attack, because obviously Frikandel with 2 goals ahead. and they need to play a bit more defensively. But let's see how it does that continue in the start of this game. Got a decent first touch. Pav gets a really good dunk, but doesn't quite manage to sneak it into the goal. That's dangerous. Jingo followed it, managed to get the better end of the 50 with Bard there, but Stooges was well positioned. Pav's just going to knock it nicely to the side. He saw that he didn't have any players too far up, and Shift could collect it there, and he does really well to still keeping the pressure on. He might knock it back towards Pav here, which he does. Pav's going to get a nice hit up. Oh, he almost tipped into the top of the goal there. Oh, it's another aggressive attack for TPG. It doesn't work out again this time, and even though I guess throughout this series TPG have probably maintained the most pressure. As we see, it's all level here. 2 games apiece and 0-0 in this final game so far. So it hasn't come out too fruitful so far. Bard got up nicely and quickly, couldn't get the accuracy in the end there. Sten knocks it in towards the middle again, and it's a bit of an open goal. TPG to make sure they don't own goal this one yet, and the communication comes in play, and Shift leaving it to Jingo to get rid of it. Pav's going to get the first touch. Bard's going to turn quickly, he might be able to catch TPG off guard here. 2 players go up again, but they couldn't capitalise on it, and Bard's really instigating some movement here, and it's him up again. Jingo will be happy to get clear of that one, and hopefully see what happens here. Pav's going to get a big hit up. Jingo's up there, positioned really nicely. Bard gets a nice interception. He did wow to spot that and then cut it out as well. Halfway through this last game, and no goals so far. So after the last game, we saw a bit more of a free for all. This has turned out a bit more like the rest of the series. Getting a good interception. Sten well positioned to knock it up there. It's dangerous off the corner. Bard's up there high. Couldn't quite get it. Stooges has followed it up though, and TPG goal looked a little bit vulnerable. Both Pav and Shift going up there. Jingo, he always does seem to be the player that you don't really catch him in the same position as other people, as much as we saw Shift and Pav there, almost drilling it in together, but both going for the same ball again. And they'll be wanting to cut that out, but the pressure's getting to them on this knockout all or nothing game, and I'm sure that's true for both teams at the minute. Nice save there from Pav. Jingo's well positioned. Good shot from Bard there. Shifts up early, knocks it towards the side. I think Jingo's going to follow this one up. Very speedy games there. Oh, and it was a difficult hit from Bard there, and a good demo from Shift might leave him vulnerable, and let's see. He gets a nice first touch if he can pop it over. Pav's looking a little bit backwards, but he does follow it up, and he does manage to recover and get into that goal, and TPG take the lead of this last game of the series at the minute. And that could be crucial, but let's see. Does this game open up a bit now that we saw the first goal? Because if not, then TPG will take this series and move through to the next thing. Shift knocking it up. Be interesting to see how TPG play here in the 1 goal up, and maybe being one of the most intense games of their semi-professional careers at the minute. And it was a clutch save there. We're really glad to maintain that lead, and I'm sorry it took me a while to comment on that because I was just a little bit speechless. And I'm sure the players are as well. Good hit up there from Shift, forcing the defender, and you know, any good hit up in towards the opponent's goal at the minute is buying TPG some time. And as long as they don't let let Frikandel get too nice of a ball in, and a couple of clutch defenses since taking that lead, but still holding it together. Both players going up and getting that goal, and Shift manages to take it. Was it Pav up with it? Was it Jingo? Yeah, it was Pav. And these guys might have to have some words with each other after this, but as long as we come out with a victory, there won't be too upset. But there's been a couple of instances of that in this last game, and whether that's just the I'd say the pressure, but if you know the pressure's piling on and some mistakes coming out, but we're still managing to get them defenses and goals, it's a very good sign, and we'll only improve as these knockout rounds continue. And with 8 seconds left to go, getting a good bicycle kick on that. Stu just getting a 0-second goal, and they'll be happy to get some pride from that because this took to the 5th goal in the best of 5, and there was only 1 goal in it. So Frikandel got plenty to be proud of. They had a really good showing. But our boys TPG, we always knew it. We always believed. Here they are, victory. Very well, guys. Very well. I'm gonna actually jump in chat with these, see if I can gain some reaction off that intense game. Let me find them. Ayo, ayo, ayo.
Oh my god.
This is great, man.
They were undefeated as well.
They're undefeated.
They were.
Not anymore.
They were.
Nice, man, nice. Fucking intense, that was.
Yeah, it was intense.
I need a fucking break.
But we got them.
Saying GG.
We got some that's cool too. The passing play at the
We
end.
got the score.
I mean, there was some nice goals in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, apart from the fact I missed my triple touch flip reset.
We had some
You
fans
saved it.
watching, cheering you on as well on the stream.
Yeah.
We had let's see, who we got Morb and Shane Odgers.
Ooh. Hello, hello.
Getting some compliments on your goal, especially Pav. That
Ooh.
I think
Beautiful
you
goal.
took like 3 defenders
What do you mean,
out.
Pav? He didn't turn up until the last game.
Shut up, shut up. I carried you last game, so yeah.
Made the double commits on the last game. You got me confused. I thought it's a good job you 2 goals up. But it's just that pressure in it. The 2 man is
Yeah,
scarier than
pressure.
1.
It was scared.
So when's the do you know when your next game is? Is it just next
Next
week?
Next week.
So similar to
And if
the
we
league
beat
stuff?
that and one more, I think then we're in the semis.
Yeah.
So that's 4 matches in total.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
the let me see if I can get it back up. Because you sent me the link to the brackets, didn't you?
Yeah.
Easy money.
Yes, so there was already Uro won their one. But we don't know who you'll be against yet. It's either Brian and
We know,
Brian
we know.
Tempest or
Let me see that.
Thomas and Seni Lokama in round 2. And then if you win that, you'll be in the semi-final.
Now that we beat Frikandel United, everyone's waiting for us. Maybe.
Where do I feel the results?
Yeah, you get the replays this time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
right.
worries, no worries.
All the replays.
Oh, submit results here. It is.
Alright, well, I'm going to end the stream. Thanks everyone for watching and cheering the guys on. Yeah,
Games that were.
the 4th player is the crowd. And we'll catch you for the next game. We'll keep getting that content, guys.
Yeah, good content.
Good content.
Yeah, no.